rain is falling, but we will have baseball for you live on MLB Network. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Ryan Atkins will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Leading off tonight
now at the plate, Freddie Santiago. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First delivery to him on the way. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball tonight.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
So in now for Chicago, J.C. Embry, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First offering on its way. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Atkins has over 40 innings on his line so far, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Popped him up. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Suzuki.
Digging in, Sito Suzuki. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Count is 1 and 2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McMillan is under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Cubs are down in order. Nothing for the Cubs to start. Cards coming up next. You're dialed into MLB Network. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping up now, David Fernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, David Fernandez.
And now a pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Skied into straightaway right. Sosa is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting second, the left fielder, Ryan McCord.
Stepping in, Ryan McCord. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Now here it comes.
Nope, upstairs.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Sosa is there, 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, Randy Savage.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Randy Savage, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bauer into his motion. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
So digging in now, Pete Armstrong, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And he's safe. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Sosa stands at second with no outs. Fouled away. The 1-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Buckner, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. That's in there, base hit. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Standing in now, Nicholas Horner. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
A ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. High in the air out to center field. McMillan is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Striding into the box, Jimmy Grimes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Atkins is there, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. In now is Yasiel Puig. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And the pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Behind 0-2 now. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Avery McMillan.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Avery McMillan batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. Two balls and a strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Payoff pitch one more time. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Sosa's back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Dave Luke.
Coming to the plate now, Dave Luke, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Now the pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Luke brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Bauer sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. On the season, Luke comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. So striding in, Trevor Bauer, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Trevor Bauer.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
At the plate now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. At the plate, J.C. Embry swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And gone up into the second deck. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run. Stepping in now, Sito Suzuki. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Into the box, Sammy Sosa. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Hot shot down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So now to the plate, Pete Armstrong, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
At the plate, Ryan Buckner. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Nope, that's inside.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Two down, runners at first and second. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Rosales ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's 3-0 Chicago. Stepping into the box, Alvaro Rosales, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Pitch on the way. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. And that's the first out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Into the box, Leury Garcia. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. So striding forward now, Ryan Atkins. Bauer's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still down 3-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nicholas Horner. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Right to him. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And now it'll be the catcher, Jimmy Grimes. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
A runner at second, nobody out. Hit in the air to straightaway center. McMillan is there, and he has it for the first out.
The pitcher, number 17, Trevor Bauer.
So coming to the plate, Trevor Bauer looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Now the 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike one.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. Another look at the acrobatic play out there in center. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Striding in, David Fernandez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here. 1-1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Fernandez hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in, Ryan McCord. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
No runs, no hits, one error for the Cardinals to this point. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Standing in now, Randy Savage, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit to first. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. First pitch of the at-bat. With runners in scoring position this season, Puig brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
A man at third with one away. And there's a base hit on the line. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Avery McMillan. Now a ball lined to the left side. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Dave Luke. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. And he popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Into the box, Alvaro Rosales. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike one. Down and away, ball one.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 2. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, J.C. Embry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Puig on the run, but this will land foul shy of the wall. The 1-2. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll reach to start the inning as this ball gets through him, a base hit. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks second on the team in that category. So now to the plate, Sito Suzuki has he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses down below the knees.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Too high, ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Now batting, the right fielder, Danny. Sosa.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Gerald Merrill comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Gerald Merrill.
Stepping in now, Sammy Sosa. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
The center fielder, number 4.
Standing in now, Pete Armstrong. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
2 balls, no strike.
Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
3 runs already home here. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Ryan Buckner will be next. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ryan Buckner is the batter now, as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. And the pitch.
Back outside.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. In there, a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Nicholas Horner is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Savage waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 8, Jimmy Grimes.
Digging in once again, Jimmy Grimes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Cardinals 2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading up.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The shortstop,
First delivery to him on the way.
Garcia.
Leury Garcia will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1.
Inside ball. Count 2-1.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The batter, the pitcher, Gerald.
Archie Jacob will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Cardinals. Number 33, Archie Jacob.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
0-1.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
The third baseman, David Fernandez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Fernandez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A pitch out. The throw. And a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
windup and the 1-0 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
Count 1-2.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Andres Corona takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 15, Andres Corona.
Now batting, Trevor Bauer. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Trevor Bauer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
To the plate now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Corona uses a split-finger fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working, and I'd imagine as a hitter it's always in the back of your mind. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
That's a ball.
1 out, nobody on. Right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
J.C. Embry will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Has a look, now the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball's fouled off to the left, and he falls behind now 0-2. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Splitter, 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on first with 1 down. ground ball to third, and they could get two. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Leading off the inning, Ryan McCord, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fastball well outside.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Corner, stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, catcher, Randy Savage.
Digging in to try it again, Randy Savage. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2.
Count is 1-2.
Sliced hard on the ground and into left field for a one-out hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
In now, Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home. Taken on the inside corner for strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Redbirds down quietly. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Ready for another chance? Sito Suzuki. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Suzuki.
First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
And there's ball 2 now.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 home. To third. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Sammy Sosa. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Two and two.
2-2.
1 out, nobody on. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Pete Armstrong is on deck. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready for another shot now, Pete Armstrong, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch coming, here it is.
Oh, that looks good.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. The 1-0 delivery.
Oh, that's inside.
Now a move over to first. A dive, but he's back. Runners on first with 1 down. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Ryan Buckner.
In now, Ryan Buckner. He singled his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Pitching 101 is changing
The bat,
location
number
and
2.
upsetting the hitter's
Shortstop.
timing. You do that,
Nicholas.
and everything's going to be fine.
Corner.
In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Into the box, Nicholas Corner, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Count even at 2-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Avery McMillan. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the 1st out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. Here comes the first pitch. Dave Luke comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Popped up. Santiago moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, the second baseman, Alvaro Rosales.
Into the box now, Alvaro Rosales. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bauer gets the sign. Here's the 0-1.
Nope. Down 1-1.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jeremy Stauffer will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Lorne Webb will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ready now, Jimmy Grimes. First offering on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
1-1 the count now. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
Jesse Padilla will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Jesse Padilla.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and 17 RBIs. The 1-0.
Nope. Outside.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-0. Heading out toward shallow right. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Freddie Santiago. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-2. Billy Palmer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 28, Billy Palmer.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Leury Garcia.
Leury Garcia.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Settling in now, Lorne Webb. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. The second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate now, David Fernandez, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Dana Midicek enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. J.C. Embry will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
J.C. Embry.
Pitch on the way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Popped him up. Fernandez in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 24, Cito Suzuki.
Ready once again, Cito Suzuki. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another one sent foul. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Two balls and a strike.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here now the 2-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Here's a pop-up now. Webb takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Stepping into the box, Pete Armstrong, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll dive back in safely. From the stretch.
Ball 1, no strike. Balls, no strike.
Two-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Buckner.
Now to the plate, Ryan Buckner. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Has a look, now the pitch. I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
The next Cub up, Nicholas Horner, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Racing back the center fielder. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 4th home run for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
Fred Pugh comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Fred Pugh.
So now to the plate, Jimmy Grimes. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
4 runs here in this half inning. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. He stays alive, still 2-2. Pitch on the way. Line drive to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. But the damage is already done as the Cubs plate 4 on this grand slam home run. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Cardinals 2. Into the box now, Ryan McCord. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Randy Savage.
Digging in the switch hitter, Randy Savage. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Yasiel Puig. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. A 1-1 count to Puig. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Catch is made, and the Cubs have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
10-2 the final in this game. Chicago put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Trevor Bauer earns win number 7 on the season. Ryan Atkins was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.